Hello everyone, friends! Today we have part 5 of the unboxing series. For those who just joined the channel, I bought a vintage watch collection blindly for $30,000. I didn't know how many watches were inside, and I didn't know their condition. I just took the risk. If you enjoy finds like this, please hit the like button and leave a comment telling me which watch you like the most. Alright, grab some tea or coffee and let's get started. The first watch is an Orient 3-star, a classic model in very good condition. Next one, Vostok Amphibia. And moving on, here we have another painted dial. It almost looks like a small painting. I'm really curious what exactly is depicted here. If you like unusual artistic dials like this, let me know in the comments. Next watch, another Orient 3-star with a beautiful fluted bezel. Then we have a vintage Seiko from the early 1970s. Very nice condition. These are exactly the kind of watches I enjoy. The next piece is another Amphibia. And again, we see an interesting dial. It looks like a Molnija pocket watch struck by lightning. Very beautiful design. We'll come back to this one later. Next, we have Amphibia Diver. Then an Orient multi-calendar. The condition is excellent. Next watch, Raqueta. Very interesting piece. The case looks artificially aged, but the crystal and dial look almost perfect. It gives a very authentic vintage feel. Now this is unexpected. Orient President, a fairly uncommon model. Finds like this are always exciting. Next, ladies Seiko and electronic Casio watches. Then several Orient models. And a Citizen that actually reminds me a bit of a Rolex. But unfortunately, it's not a Rolex. The next watch is a Swiss Fast, probably from the 1970s or 80s. Then we have Vostok Amphibia Ministry models. These watches were produced for the Soviet Ministry of Defense, so they are usually more collectible than regular amphibias. Vostok Amphibian for restoration. The next piece is another highlight, another painted dial. This watch features an image of a cruiser ship, likely from the late 1940s or early 1950s, and the artwork might even be from that same period. Pieces like this are a real highlight of the collection. Wait a second, what is this? These are loose watch dials. Look at this one, a cosmonaut design. This is clearly hand-painted artwork. Just imagine how difficult it must be to paint something this detailed on such a tiny dial. It's incredible work. And there are several more like this. It even looks like the artist might have signed some of them. Now this is becoming a very interesting story. You could actually build a separate collection of artistic dials from these, or find suitable watch cases and assemble some truly unique watches. Let's continue. Next, Citizen. Then another Amphibia Ministry model with an inscription. Pieces like this are fairly rare. Then several more Amphibia watches. Another Orient 3-star. A Dugina that needs restoration. And a Capital watch with an alarm function. Orient 3 stars. Amphibian Vostok in excellent condition. Another amphibian. The amphibian dial is called Sniper. I like it best of all. Next interesting piece, a Luch electromechanical watch. These are rarely found working, so the movement will definitely need to be tested. Soviet watch without a name. Orient 3 stars with a blue dial. Amphibian Vostok, interesting dial. Orient quartz. Here is another unusual one, a Luch watch with the Dynamo Kiev Football Club emblem. Very interesting piece. Orient multi-calendar. And here is another unexpected find, Omega De Ville quartz, an original Omega. The case should be gold-plated. The movement will need testing, but it looks very promising. Orient 3 stars. And the last watch for today? Another painted dial. Just look at the detail in that artwork. It really looks incredible. And remember, this was only about 1/3 of the box we opened today. After 5 episodes, we've probably opened about 1/3 of the entire collection, which means there may still be many interesting pieces ahead. If you enjoy this kind of unboxing, make sure to subscribe to the channel. And tell me in the comments, which watch from today's episode was your favorite? Now let's calculate the value of what we found. The watches with painted dials I will estimate at $180 each. I'm not willing to sell them for less than that, especially considering eBay fees. The loose artistic dials I will estimate at $100 each. The Seiko DX and the Omega De Ville. For now, I'll estimate them at about $350 each. I checked similar Seiko models on eBay, and even pieces in worse condition are listed for around $350. The Omega De Ville I found online was actually in worse condition as well and listed for about $300. So for this preliminary calculation, let's just estimate $350 for each of them. We'll refine the numbers later. Next, we have Orient college watches. These 4 pieces I'll estimate around $200 each on average. Now let's move to the Amphibia watches. Standard Amphibias I'll estimate at about $120 each. The Ministry Amphibias in the diver model I'll estimate at about $200 each. Next group, Orient 3-star, Seiko, and Citizen. These usually sell in a similar price range, so for simplicity, I'll estimate them at about $130 each. Then we have the watches that need restoration. That includes an Amphibia and a Dugina. After restoration, they could definitely be worth more, but for now, to stay conservative, let's estimate them at $80 each. And finally, we have the last group, Casio, some Soviet watches, and Luke. There are 8 pieces total. For the purpose of this calculation, let's just estimate them at $40 each. I think that's a fair average price for a quick overall valuation. All right, now let's calculate the total. And if we add everything together, the total for this part comes to approximately $6,010. In this episode, we found 40 watches and 6 separate dials. Now let's look at the overall result. In the previous episodes, we already went through 124 watches with a total estimated value of $11,478. If we add today's part, the current total comes to approximately $17,488 and 164 watches. And this is still far from the entire collection, which means the most interesting pieces may still be ahead. If you enjoy this kind of unboxing, make sure to subscribe to the channel and let me know in the comments which watch from today's episode was your favorite.